Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Ireland. It really is quite annoying to me that my name has migrated across to France. Stay at home. But anyway, in the last episode we were involved in this war with England. The Republic of Britannia. We're going to try and maybe take some land from them, though it's only 11 months till the end of the game. It ends at the end of December 1935, so I'm not terribly optimistic about my chances of actually doing that. But we can try. We are... let's see, what is our war score at? It's in our favour. We can add a war goal, which I suppose we may as well do. Can acquire Wales. That seems like a decent thing to acquire. We'll add the war goal. I don't know what our chances are of getting it, but if we can peace out before the end of the game with Wales, we'll do it. We could probably try and siege Wales. That might help a little bit. But in the short term, we have this battle going on here, which is going pretty well in our favour, largely because we have an actual army with like some artillery, some of which is in the front row for reasons which are unknown to me. We have airplanes in the front row as well too, which can't be right. Anyway, either way, we're doing pretty well in this battle and killing a lot of the mobilized troops of Great Britain here. So let's unpause and allow that to continue. Yeah, the casualties are pretty nasty on their side. Ooh, they've landed a big army here across the strait, and they're taking on Germany. Again, with mostly infantry on their side, and something like an actual army on Germany's side. Which I can't imagine will end well for them. They have the -2. Oh, they compensated for it with a decent general, though, so maybe that's not such a big factor. If Germany actually reinforces that, though, that would be good for them. Which they could do if they finish this battle. Come on, get in there. Oh, looks like they've retreated from that one. Okay, well, that's fine. If their army is going off across onto the continent there, that leaves us free to hopefully siege up a bit of their home territory. These armies up here are entirely infantry, so they're mobilized troops, much like these mobilized troops that we have down here. That being the case, we can't cross the strait here because they have boats. Well, we have more boats, so let's go ahead and clear out a crossing there so we can start getting more troops in. Lille is beginning to be occupied, that's fine. We'll just leave this whole thing to Germany. I believe in their abilities. Okay, so we've chased their boats out of here so we can start putting troops across. It's our mobilized troops versus their mobilized troops, but we have better numbers, so I'm quite happy to go in here and siege these provinces back for Scotland. And if they want to come in and attack me, that is totally fine. We'll get this army in Belfast so it can get ready to cross. We're still doing pretty well in this battle. Germany is actually landing troops across, so that's good. They can do that. Just gotta keep a careful eye on the calendar. This might end up being the last episode, depending on how quickly this war goes. We have another army of all infantry there that is apparently going to head across and try and take on Germany. Germany's sieging our war goal, which is very nice of them. We have this occupation finished here, so let's go and siege some of our war goal ourselves, I suppose. These occupations will be pretty slow because those armies have no cavalry in them. Same with this one, actually. This is pretty well reinforced. We can bring this over to help with some sieging, I think. Ooh, okay. caught in a battle there, but it went okay. Let's see. I'll just land this over here in Bath. I'll just head straight up there and siege separately, I guess. Just keep an eye on what's going on up here. So I guess we're just grinding through the last few thousand troops there. Let's head down here and clear out this fleet in case they're stopping Germany from helping us out. Five heavies, 3 lights, that should be easy enough for our fleet to handle, I think. Okay, black shirts. Sure. Okay, Netherlands. I'm not even going to bother trying with the Netherlands at this point. Let's see if they would be willing to peace out at all, and if so, for what. We also have the Humiliate war goal, of course. So they obviously wouldn't accept this. Germany wants Belgian Wallonia. Okay, so they wouldn't accept 41% either. They would accept Humiliate, but not giving us Wales. So actually we're probably pretty close to getting that, which is pretty good. Okay, finished that occupation. Let's maybe just go and fight this army, and then Germany's already sieging over there, so we don't need to help. Okay, we won that battle. Oh, and we seem to be fighting a lot of rebels now. Republican Guard, okay. Well, that's fine. Maybe I'll just clear them out of the occupied war goal here, so we don't lose any of the war score from that. Okay. Does that affect their willingness to peace out for more? Apparently not, or not enough anyway. Our war goal should be occupied. Oh no, only 50%. Okay, almost. Okay, now we should be getting ticking war score from that, which is over here. Not very much, but it'll help. Did it make them want to give me Wales? They would accept that, okay. I think I'll hang on until I can get Humiliate as well. Might as well at this point. Okay. Suppose I'll head in here and start occupying another province. Don't really want to help them with their rebels, but I suppose it doesn't matter that much. Or at all, probably. And we have factories completing, which is all just fine. Okay, and we've sieged back these provinces here. Are they attacking us now? Okay, they are going to attack into Edinburgh, okay. Well, we'll take a battle, I suppose. The terrain here is plains, but we should have some sort of dig-in bonus for at least a while. Yeah, unfortunately they have a much better general. But why don't we reinforce with a lot of troops and also take this opportunity to take this other stack across. Okay, they've already gotten rid of the dig-in penalty. We have a slightly better general now. How is this guy? Not good. Do I have a guy with good defense I can send in there? Nope. Really have no generals with good defense? Defense +1. That's exactly the same as the guy that's already in there. Nope, apparently not. So I'll just send in this whole stack and hope they retreat from it. That's probably the best we can hope for there. Or I might just be able to piece them out right now. Not quite, but they can't be too far off. Maybe one or two more occupations will tilt them over the edge. Tip them over the edge? I don't think you can tilt somebody over an edge. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, they did retreat from that battle, so that's good. Let's spread our stacks out here so we're not taking unnecessary attrition. I suppose you can head up to... Oh, didn't select you. Head up there or something. Okay. Still didn't accept that. Wait for this occupation to finish. Is Germany about to finish any occupations? Not yet. Okay, we got one more occupation. That gets us up to 82. They would not accept. They're about to occupy a Scottish province up there as well. How is our general here for attack? So attack +1. Attack +1. Yeah, we'll just leave them alone. Okay, Germany's pretty much cleared up all of their armies over here. Only a few small ones left. Okay, we won another occupation. Let's see if that gets us there. Still no. I wonder if we should perhaps try to occupy some more things ourselves then. Even if we do have to fight some of these rebel armies. Oh, don't fight the big stack in the capital, Germany. Leave those there. I suppose that's fine, actually. Okay. Oh, Germany sieging up the Channel Islands here. With a really big army. Okay. Fair enough, Germany. Up to 87%. Okay, they'd accept now, so let's just piece them out. Humiliate Republic of Britannia, acquire Wales, and 3 counts of Great War capitulation. Great, okay. We can get Spain's opinion up. I suppose we could do that. Not much point though. I think I'll just ignore it. We'll demobilize our troops. We will, let's see. Guess we'll retreat any armies we have here into Wales. I think that's all the armies we had to worry about. I'll just split this one in half. Not too worried about proper balance. Alright, that's a pretty good war, I suppose. We've sort of freed all of the Celtic peoples from under the thumb of Great Britain. Oh, except Cornwall, I suppose. They would be sort of Celtic, I guess. Maybe we should have held on in that war till we took Cornwall. It's fine, though. Happy enough with what we did. Let's get our boats back. We can reduce our spending now as well. Let's see, maybe just at the end of the game here we could try and increase our military rank just a little bit by building a bunch of soldiers. Might actually help us get ahead of Germany on military, though we're obviously never going to catch them on industry. Let's just build mostly... Let's just build all infantry, I guess it doesn't actually matter. Since we're probably not going to get involved in another war, let's go to speed 4. We may as well finish the game in this video, I think. Italy declared war on France. Got more factories getting built. Some of these not going to actually get done before the end of the game, but that's fine. Actually, some of these armies will. That's fine. We can get some done at least. What war is going on here? Italian liberation of Savoie. Chilean liberation of somewhere. Okay. Okay, into November. Okay. They took it back. Good for them. And we're into December. Let's go. Ooh. I didn't mean to actually speed up. Let's speed down. Just don't want to miss the end of the game here. Railroad trust exposed. Okay, they can gain whatever they want, since the world is about to end. More rebels in Britannia. And there we go, December 31st. So just before we let it go to the very end, let's take a look at the world and what we've done. So we've expanded out into France, of course. We took most of northern France. We just now took Wales from the UK. And of course we have a whole big chunk of Irish Africa. Let's check our sphere of influence as well. We of course have the Ottomans, Persia, all the way through here. Catalonia and Sweden, let's not forget, which I think is pretty successful. We ended in second place. We did not manage to overtake Germany in the military department, even despite building those troops at the end there, but we knocked Britannia down into 6th place, yeah, 6th, which is pretty good. I think we didn't really have much of a hope of catching Germany ever, though we stayed pretty far ahead of the USA, so good for us there. Japan, Russia, China, and France still just about holding on to great power status, even though they are looking pretty bad. We also, of course, freed Catalonia here, which I'm pretty happy with. I think they got all of their cores even. Yeah, they did. Okay, good. In the rest of the world, we were obviously the big winners in Africa. South Africa, I guess, is completely independent now. They would have gotten out of Great Britain's sphere when they had all those horrible revolutions that they had. Britain, of course, has a little bit of Africa. We never did get the Horn of Africa from them, but that's okay. They obviously would have lost all of their dominions here in India, too. Nothing much unusual going on here. Japan... Did Japan take some of this from Netherlands at some point? They might have. Let's see. Of course, Hokkaido is Japan's instead of Russia's, since we gave it to them in that crisis. How are things looking over here in North America? Pretty much as usual. I think USA took Chihuahua pretty early on, and maybe Sonora? Is that usually Mexico? I don't even know. But they've held on to it, but not expanded any further. Colombia, I think, is looking a little smaller than usual here. They usually have some of these provinces, so I guess they lost some to Brazil. Nothing else too unusual going on down here. Yeah. So there you go. I guess that will do it for this series. Let's advance the time and see the end screen. And our upper house was rearranged, of course, on the last day. 100 momentous years have passed, and we have entered the modern age. The world is a radically different place. How did your country do? Pretty well, I think. Second place. Second place is okay. We had fascists in power as well, of course, and all of the technologies. I don't know if we got all the inventions. Let's just have a look at the ledger while we're here. We were third on military. Didn't actually manage to get ahead of Britain on industry, which is kind of unfortunate, but we were by far the most prestigious nation in the world, and the second best overall. Do we care about any of this? What was our population in terms of everyone else? Oh, pretty high. 6th in the world. It's pretty good. Don't really care about all the rest of that. Political systems, political reforms, social reforms, population, provinces, province population, province production, nation ranking. Okay. Well, that will do it then. Thanks very much for watching this series, if you have watched it from the start. Join me again next time for another Victoria 2 series, which should be going up tomorrow, probably, from your perspective. And I haven't quite decided what I'll be playing, but I hope it'll be as good as this one. I had a great time watching it, or I had a great time playing it. I hope you had a good time watching it, and thanks.